Hey y'all, hold on, let me see. Hey y'all, it's me, and I know I've been gone for a long time. Um, I just came on here to show y'all Jordan. He just turned 6 weeks yesterday. I had him on April 17th. So he came a little early. He was 6 pounds and 14 ounces at birth. Now, when we left the hospital, he was 6 pounds 10 ounces. He was 19 inches long. I had a really easy labor. I was in labor and I didn't even know. I went to the doctor for a checkup. They were doing a stress test and whatever on the baby, and he wasn't moving good. And so she came in and she said, you're having frequent contractions. Do you feel them? And I said, no. She was like, you sure? They're pretty intense. And I'm like, no, I don't feel them. So she was like, oh, I'm going to check you. And I was 38 weeks and 3 days, and she checked me and she says, you're going to have the baby today. I'm like, what? I'm going to have the baby today? And she said, yeah, you're 5 centimeters, so I'm going to need you to go to the hospital so that he get started. I'm like, okay. So me and my mom went to go get something to eat, and we ate, and we got to the hospital. They checked me in and everything, and then the doctor that was there, he came and he checked me. He said, yep, you're 5, and he brought my water. I still wasn't in any pain yet. I wasn't feeling it even after he brought my water. But when he brought my water, my contractions, they kind of slowed down. So they put me on Pitocin for like 30 minutes, and I was having contractions like bam, 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 bam. And so they took me off. They had to give me medicine to like slow my contractions down, but they were still coming. They were still coming like really fast and, real strong. And I still wasn't feeling it. So she checked me. When the nurse checked me, it was like, okay, you're 7 centimeters now. So like, okay, my mom's like, she wanted to go get something to eat. So I'm like, okay, I'll be fine. Vince was there. So I was like, no big deal. And so I was going maybe 45 minutes, and the nurse came back. She says, you're fully dilated, but he wasn't down in the birth canal. She was like, we're going to wait a little longer so he can come down. So you want me pushing so long. And that is what took. So that took like hours. Like I went to the hospital at like 9, and all the dilate and all that stuff took 10 centimeters, maybe took about 3 hours. And then after that, I had to wait for him to come down, and I kept switching positions so he would come down and he wouldn't. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, I wasn't in any. On a scale from 1 to 10, my pain was like a 5, but I wanted the epidural because I didn't want to feel any pain. So I got an epidural at like between 7 and 8 centimeters. But I still wasn't feeling any pain. What the matter? What are you doing? I still wasn't feeling any pain. But I went ahead and got it, and I fully dilated 10. Oh, so we were waiting for him to come down. He wouldn't come down, and his heart rate was decreasing. And by this time, another doctor had came, and so one of the nurses was like, I forgot what she asked her, but the doctor came in. She opened my legs and she said, push, and I pushed. She said, push again, and I pushed again. And she said, okay, he's about to come. I mean, just like that. But the nurses kept saying, he's so far up there. Because they were about to do a C-section because he wouldn't come. He wouldn't come down. And his heart rate was hey, baby, what are you doing? His heart rate was going down. So I'm pushing and I'm pushing, and I'm like, nothing's happening. Get this baby out of me. I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. And she says, you have to push now, push. And they had called the NICU because, you know, his heart rate kept going down. So if I didn't push when I pushed, they had to get the vacuum to get him out. But if I didn't push, like, she would have had to cut me open. I would have had emergency C-section. And so they ended up getting him out with the vacuum. And I just was like, like, I was so tired. And I was so tired, really, because they wouldn't let me eat anything. I couldn't drink nothing. And my body was just, like, exhausted. And I was just, you know, like, oh, like, I'm so, you know how when you haven't eaten or drink anything all day, and labor is some serious activity. So, you know, I was just tired. And so, after they had him, she said I tore because they used the vacuums, and it wasn't nothing big, but, you know, she said I had like 2 stitches, and I went to the bathroom. Somebody told me that it will burn so bad when you pee. I was scared to pee, so it took me a long time because I thought it was gonna burn. But what are you doing? I thought that when I pee it was gonna burn, but it didn't burn. It was a little discomfort, but that's about it. So that's enough about me. I was gonna breastfeed him, but in the hospital he would latch on for a couple of minutes because he wasn't getting anything. Like, he was sucking, but he wasn't getting anything. And he would be mad, so his blood sugar had went down really low, so I had to end up giving him formula, and so he was on Enfamil. He's been having problems with this since he was born. He was allergic to the cow's milk, so now he's on a like hypoallergic kind of formula. My milk came in so late. When I tried to give it to him, he wouldn't take it. Every time I gave it to him, he would spit it out. So he was on like Enfamil, non-cow's milk, and I just switched it to Similac. And he's like, last night I did the Similac, and he's just been so good. Like, normally he would be crying, like he cries all day and night. What? Hey, baby, what you doing? What are you doing, fat man? You want to play? It's time to play. It is. It's time to play. Normally he would cry all day and night, and he has been such a good baby. He only cries when him is hungry. Him does. He's been so, like, I don't know. It's not my baby. Like, I don't know this baby. But let me show you guys him. His eyes. He's up. Hey, YouTube. He's 10 pounds now. He's so big. And him look like his daddy. I look like my daddy. He's so big.